already know who it is, and I've been here for a while. They call me Animal, and I kill him with a smile. You can see me leave with the bloody footprints. I don't wanna do it again, but I'ma do it again.
So keep reviewing all his art, keep reviewing his podcast. It don't make him upset, except those times he got mad. He keeps on lying, saying he's never even heard of Carl. It's more likely he's watching his house with binoculars.
And I'm a killer, I'm a ghost, and I leave you the most. And I don't give a fuck where you end up.
We know that Todd's dreaming. He's Carl's nightmare. He wants him dead, but at the same time he doesn't care.
Keep talking like you even know me, bro. We ain't never seen it, we didn't know me, bro.
He just dropped the words, know me, bruh. With the words, know me, bruh.
Yeah, it's Animal, baby, and I do it too real. Being in this shit, trying to make a fucking meal. Yeah, them dollars steady coming, and I need them to stack. I've been doing this shit while watching my back, because I know them snakes in the grass.
Snakes in the grass.
I know them snakes in the grass.
Snakes in the grass.
Animal.
And I see them every day.
While he's sleeping at his home in Rochester, New York.
Yeah, I see him every day.
From the backseat of his car while he's on his way to work.
Snakes in the grass.
Snakes in the grass.
Snakes in the grass.
You don't really know me, bro.
Lux Ray
Don't get a trip.
He's been here for a minute and 46 seconds. Carl hasn't fired back. He's
When
running
moving
for
into a new
pockets.
home,
The
we
only
ask
place he
ourselves
might be
questions
safe
like,
Gary,
who is the
Indiana.
best internet
Something,
provider in town?
Harry
Well,
and banana.
Cause I'm
Stacking necks.
While I'm
Stacking checks.
You don't really wanna be the one who's
Fucking next, Carl.
Seeing the moaning, now breathe fire like a dragon. You don't wanna understand how it really happened. I'm a
Monster,
I'm a
mutant,
yeah,
demon.
I'm a demon. I come on this beat like a
Fucking heathen.
And I'm eating, boy, yeah, you looking so hungry. I've been doing this shit, that's why you're
Girl,
good
love
luck.
me.
My name is Animal, cause I'm a
Beast
beast, boy.
boy.
I do this forever, I'm like
Thanksgiving feast.
I eat them snakes in the grass. Oh, yeah. Snakes in the grass. Yeah, I see 'em every day.
Yeah, he sees them every day.
Them snakes in the grass. Oh, yeah. Them snakes in the grass. Oh, yeah. I see 'em every day.
Snakes in the grass.
Snakes in the grass. Them snakes in the grass.
Lux Ray Beats.
I'm gonna do my wife and also some children in their butts. The latter is only if my wife says I can, and I don't think she will. So I guess I'll just have to do my wife.
I know y'all hungry. This is the season. I know y'all hungry. Welcome to Granny's house. Please have a seat. She'll fix you a plate, yeah, so you can eat. I know you see her throwing back all that food. You look so hungry, yeah, I know you wanna eat. Ooh,
I want some turkey. I want some ham.
yeah.
Maybe some lamb.
Tastes so good,
I
tastes
want
so
some
good.
chicken.
Ooh,
Maybe some turkey.
yeah.
How about ham?
Please.
Not that holiday
No.
sound. I got green beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, and dog.
Lamb, ram, and dog.
Can't have them all.
Who's Chris Chan?
Potatoes, lamb, ram, and dog.
I'm hungry, I'm
Never heard of
hungry.
this gentleman.
Ready?
Who is
My
this
granny's
guy?
special and I know you can see. She must fuss at you, but she'll make sure you eat.
I've never heard of this gentleman,
I know
Chris
you
Chan.
never want to leave, but don't you dare ask for the recipe. Ooh,
I want some turkey. I want some ham.
yeah.
Maybe some lamb.
Tastes so good,
I
tastes
want
so
some
good.
chicken.
Ooh,
Maybe some turkey.
Yeah. How about ham?
He sounds great.
I said a holiday
I got
no.
green beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, and dog.
Lamb, ram, and dog.
Shirley said we can't have them all.
We can them all.
Lamb, ram, and dog.
I'm hungry.
Shirley said we can't have them all.
We got a pound cake, got the apple pie, we got a pecan pie, we got the $1 million pie, got the sweet potato pie, got the pumpkin pie, got all the sweets that you can try. We got that greens, that turkey, that chicken, that cruise too. I can't
Shirley said we can't have them all.
I got my Hulk Hogan versus my Roddy Piper right now. They're battling. Listen, brother. I'm not putting up with your shit today, Roddy Piper. Oh, you're not putting up with my shit, are ya? Oh, Hogan, your head looks like a coconut.
Ain't no rain.
Carl has some pipes, doesn't he, guys?
Ain't no rain. Ain't no rain, man.
I'm very excited to start my new Twitch channel. Without Carl, it's going to be great. It's just going to be the Vinnie Paulino show. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have turn myself into a CGI slice of pizza.
Well-known counting teams.
And I'm going to be
Here we go.
Vinnie Pizza
1,
Paulino.
2.
And I got a whole voice picked out. You guys are going to love it.
We'll come after 2. 5.
Edie, I mean, most amazing man there's ever been. He the general, the president, the king of the sea.
I will never do a wrestling podcast. I am not into that.
Look at the history and packed with men. What rising to the top and getting
Oh, just
chopped
play wrestling
again.
games? I bet you
one
Colin
fathomed
Delaney
the
would do that
secret of the
podcast
whole
with
damn
me.
thing.
If
You
we just
gotta
played
give
like
the
WCW
population
versus
something to
NWO
see.
Revenge from 1997.
Edie, I mean, most amazing man there's ever been. He the general, the president, the king of the sea. Edie, I mean.
A modern leader got to twist and shout. Gotta tell the people, let it all hang out. If you don't want to vanish with a boot up the bomb, you gotta give the population something to hum.
Edie,
You're still
I mean,
crowding the
most
star.
amazing man. He the general, the president, he king of the sea. Edie, I mean.
That a pretty good voice you got there.
I feel like I need to
That
hire a
voice supposed to
producer.
be
It might be
taking
Mike
you right to
Barry.
the top of the charts. Yes, sir, ma'am. Every chance you get into the #1 spot on the Uganda hit parade with a voice like that.
Yo,
You
dude,
could
the
be the
thing
next
just froze
Engelbert
up.
Bassett.
Fuck.
You could be the new
I don't
Zoo.
know.
Pity the world only needing one new star, really. Edie, I mean the most
You know,
amazing
Purcell,
man that
Worthman,
the world has seen. Now the
That's
general, the
hurtful
president,
if it
king
wasn't
of the
so
sea.
goddamn true. You know the problem is, I'm not as fat as everybody thinks that I am. But I do struggle with the belt because I don't have a lot of hips. I got just a straight shot down. I'm one of those fat guys who at some point in my life is going to realize that suspenders are the easiest way to go, and I might embrace it. I look good with the bow tie.
How I love the sound of it. Edie Amin. Ooh, Edie Amin. Who wrote the lyrics of this? Is poetry. Edie Amin.
All right, my new podcast. It's me in a hot tub with Colin Delaney and wrestling action figures. And we make a fight. What do you guys think?
Take it away. Take it. Don't bring it back. Edie Amin. Oh, Edie Amin. What is it about this name I like? I don't know. Edie Amin. Oh, yeah, Edie Amin. And the general, the president. What do you mean the recording time is booked out? That's rubbish now. I put this and I own it, please. Edie Amin. Oh, Edie Amin.
A niche micro celebrity.
Edie Amin.
all I could ever hope to be. Ooh, I wonder what will be next.
I know y'all hungry. This is the season. I know
Hey,
y'all hungry.
I don't know who did it. I got sent a cameo. That's a lot of fun, and I love it. So whoever sent me the Danhausen cameo, fucking God bless you. They went by the name Patrick Michael.
I want some turkey. I want some ham. Yeah. Maybe some lamb. Tastes so good. I want some chicken. Ooh. Maybe some turkey.
Yeah.
How about ham? Please. Not that holiday. No. I got green beans.
Who the fuck is Josh Potter? Never heard of him.
I'm hungry. My granny's special, and I know you can see.
There's a tweet about a video at Carl's house. Oh yeah, I filmed in his basement. And I made sure you people saw the real producer, Chris.
But don't you dare ask for the recipe. Ooh, I want some turkey. I want some ham. Yeah. Maybe some lamb. Tastes so good. I want some chicken. Ooh, maybe some turkey.
Yeah.
How about ham? Please. Not that holiday.
No!
Green beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, and dog. Lamb, and dog.
Hey, Purcell. There's like 13 songs.
We got a pound cake, got the apple pie, we got the pecan pie, we got the $1 million pie, got the super potato pie, got the pumpkin pie.
You know what? That's a good idea, Herb. I'm going to tell Carl to send me some Patrick Michael karaoke. I have no idea where to find it.
We got that stuff in that green bean, mac and cheese, and cornbread too. Wait, I wasn't doing
Well, what are you trying to tell me here, Herb?
What do you mean my time is almost up? But all the food! All of the ham! Come on, y'all! I thought this was a jam!
What? All right, I don't know where he is. I'm going to go look for him. I'll be back. Maybe. We got to do this episode today. Who do you think the...
Something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran to a black man's arms. Dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
My neighbor got big testicles cause we see this dude every day. We eat ribs with this dude, but we didn't have the clue that that girl was in that house. She said, please help me get out. Dead giveaway, dead giveaway, dead giveaway, dead giveaway, dead giveaway, 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 dead giveaway. Dead giveaway, dead giveaway. My neighbor got big testicles cause we see this dude every day. We eat ribs with this dude, but we didn't have the clue that that girl was in that house. She said, please help me get out. So I open the door, we can't get in that way. The body can't fit through the door, only your hand. So we kick the bottom. And she comes out and she says, it's some old girls up in that house. Call 911 and they called him and McDonald's. I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran to a black man's arms. Dead giveaway, dead giveaway. My neighbor got big testicles cause we see this dude every day. We eat ribs with this dude, but we didn't have the clue that that girl was in that house. She said, please help me get out. Dead giveaway, dead giveaway. My neighbor got big testicles cause we see this dude every day. We eat ribs with this dude, but we didn't have the clue that that girl was in that house. She said, please help me get out. Dead giveaway, dead giveaway, dead giveaway, dead giveaway, dead giveaway, 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 dead giveaway. Dead giveaway, dead giveaway. My neighbor got big testicles cause we see this dude every day. We eat ribs with this dude, but we didn't have the clue that that girl was in that house. She said, please help me get out. So I open the door, we can't get in that way.
The body can't fit through the door, only your hand. So we kick the bottom. And she comes out and she says, it's some old girls up in that house. Call 911 and they called him at McDonald's. I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms. They gave away. They gave away. My neighbor got big testicles cause we see this dude every day. We eat ribs with this dude. But we didn't have the clue that that girl was in that house. She said, please help me.
Edie, I mean.
Look at the history and packed with men. What rising to the top.
Yeah, creep off. Nick Bait tributes.
Luxury Beats.
Yo, my name is Nick. My mind is sick, and unfortunately, I have a tiny dick. My wife named Anna is kind of a prick, but her ass I'll lick, and I'm gonna stick my penis in her anus. 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 And my penis in her anus. My penis in her anus. I will stick my cock up in her ass. I'm gonna feel real good. She's gonna be a gas. Don't stare at the clock. We got time to pass. But fucking in the hood. We're gonna make it last. Gonna stick my cock up in her ass. It's gonna feel real good. Penis in her anus. Penis in her anus. Yeah, my penis in her anus, in her anus, in her anus. Yeah, my penis in her anus, in her anus, in her anus. My penis in her anus, in her anus, in her anus. My penis in her anus.
Man, I really hate vaginas. Man, I really hate vaginas. Man, I really hate vaginas. Cunts really suck. Anuses are the only thing that I want to fuck. Anuses are the only thing I want to fuck. I hate vagina. Man, I hate vagina. Man, I hate vagina. Asshole. Man, I hate vagina. Man, I hate vagina. Anus. Man, I hate vagina. Man, I hate vagina. Uber. Man, I hate vagina. I hate the vagina. Vinny.
I'm gonna do my wife and also some children in their butts. The latter is only if my wife says I can, and I don't think she will. So I guess I'll just have to do my wife.
Anally raping children and disemboweling and force-feeding them their own intestines. Anally raping children and disemboweling and force-feeding them their own intestines, anally raping children, anally raping children, anally raping children, and disemboweling and force-feeding them their own intestines, anally raping children, and disemboweling and force-feeding them their own intestines.
I freaking hate vaginas really suck. Anuses are the only things that I like to fuck.
I'm sticking in the Anna's butt. I'm gonna do Anna's butt. Stuff my penis in the Anna's butt. And I wanna lick Anna's butt. And I'm gonna do Anna's butt. Stuff my cock in the Anna's butt. Put my face in the Anna's butt. I'm gonna fuck the shit in Anna's butt. Anna's butt. Anna's butt. Blowing, I'm thinking fast. Blowing, I'm thinking fast. Blowing, I'm thinking fast. 'Cause the US really sucks. Blowing, I'm thinking fast. Blowing, I'm thinking fast. Blowing, I'm thinking fast. Blowing up the US. Blowing up the US.
Hey, dude.
Patrick Michael, what did he do?
He sent me a cameo.
Shut the fuck up.
I got a cameo from Patrick Michael from the fantastic Ring of Honor wrestler Danhausen.
I'm lost.
Yeah. I think he was too. I figured I'd play this before the show. This was a sent in from a listener, so thank you.
Wow.
Hello, yes, Danhausen here. Very nice, very evil. This is for Carlhausen and Vinnyhausen at their creep-off. From Patrick Michaelhausen. He's too hot in his car. Oh, my. Okay, this is for
So this
Carl
is a man
and
in
Vinny,
full
very evil.
makeup.
Carl has club feet, bad teeth. Oh, no! Vinny is... Oh, no, this is terrible. Most evil true crime broadcast. Vinhausen for the Winhausen. This is what
Fuck
Danhausen
yeah.
is supposed to say. This is swear words in here, so on and so forth. Big fan of their podcast. They entertain me, so this is a gift. Vinny is a fanhausen. What the hell is this supposed to be? Well, nevertheless, Danhausen wishes you the best on your podcast adventures of some sort. Hopefully you have a nice time. You know, love that, Danhausen, so on and so forth. And, you know, may your enemies be cursed in your podcast adventures. All right, see you later. Love that, Danhausen.
Attention parents, what you're about to see is not suitable for kids. Shoot, it's not even suitable for some grown-ups. You might want to walk away now if you ain't into these type of things.
I'm going to give the people what they want. Sensation, horror, shock.
I'm gonna deliver the goods because I'm alive and I'm not backing down. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
I think no one trusts Carl. No one likes him anymore. He's a snake. He's a scumbag.
You forgot to start the show.
Yeah, I know you did.
By creeps for you creeps. It's the Creep Off. I am your host.
The Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour.
The people's champion.
And joining me in the studio today,
He's a piece of garbage. Fucking cheater.
it's Carl, everybody.
What is happening, Vinny Paulino? So great to be back with you, my friend.
I'd like to thank you.
Yeah.
For staying up late last night to watch the results, so
Yeah.
I didn't have to because I didn't give a fuck because I'm so goddamn angry.
I'm getting a lot of reports that there's some shenanigans going on with the voting. So I decided to actually not only proactively get the vote out last night, but also monitor what was going on. And we finally had a fair vote, it appears. So that was good. I was happy to see that.
Oh, how is it a fair vote,
Well,
Carl?
because as of midnight last night, Carl and Jeffrey Toobin has 53% of the votes. Yeah! USA, USA.
This
Just
is
like how,
stupid.
just like those big crowds at the Olympics are cheering. USA, USA. Those thousands
I didn't
of fans.
hear any of them doing that.
All those thousands of fans at all these Olympic games that I've been watching. USA.
They didn't even
USA.
pipe it in.
I
They
know.
didn't even pipe in the USA.
It's so pathetic. This Olympics is brutal, which actually brings us to the topic of today, which will be creepiest Olympian. But
Olympic coach we went with.
Olympic whatever.
Sure.
Olympics whatever. So
Olympics whatever. I'm good with that.
Olympics whatever is the category this week.
Perfect.
So because I won this week, which I needed to get back on the winning side, so I'm really glad Jeffrey Toobin was able to get me over that hurdle.
Bob Bordella fisted a man to death who was strapped to his bed.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Someone tell Vinny how this game works. This is a comedy show, you moron. Someone explain this to Vinny that we're doing a comedy true crime podcast.
I hate that that's the name of this episode. It's a comedy show, you moron.
That's perfect. So, so the score is now what, 3-2? Am I in the lead? Is that what we're seeing?
You're the fucking lead, dickhead.
Yes! That is fantastic. How is Creeps and Roses going, by the way? We haven't talked about that in a minute. What's going on with Creeps and Roses?
With what?
Are you still doing that consequence?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Working on it?
Yeah.
Having a hard time scheduling the co-hosts?
No. Just
Okay.
don't care that much. No, I had the finals for the contest last week, so I got a little overwhelmed.
You're busy.
So here's what I like to
in
do.
your comedy career, you're very busy.
Let's talk about something real fast.
Yeah, you want to talk about how Casey is coming to the live show? It's official.
Is she really?
She got her plane tickets. She's in.
She got guilted into spending $300 whole American dollars.
I think what happened was, for some reason, her husband actually wanted to go. She's like, oh, okay, cool. Then I guess we're going to go. So Casey's in. This is exciting, Benny.
I don't want to be near any of these people.
This is exciting.
I don't want to be. Listen, I'll be at the
She's
Airbnb.
Team Hot Carla.
I'm going to be at the Airbnb until showtime, and then directly after showtime,
Yeah, right.
I'll be back at the Airbnb.
Yeah, right. You'll be standing behind a pile of merchandise, asking people if they want it autographed or not, as they try to avoid you.
Hey, I got these great posters of me and Carl.
I went on the Dick show yesterday to promote the live show.
Yeah.
And he asked if he could sell merchandise at the show. Like, fuck yeah. Everybody bring merchandise. Let's all sell merchandise.
All right. We'll sell merch.
Bring some G.I. Joe characters, whatever it is that you like to sell, Vinny. You bring it.
Speaking of selling merch and selling stuff, let's talk about the Patreon for a second.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are very much aware of the Chris Chan situation.
Yes.
And we are going to do a bonus episode inducting Chris Chan into the Hall of Fame. That will be our next bonus episode.
Beautiful.
So that's coming.
Great.
It's going to be Hall of Fame. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't need any fucking more emails about Chris Chan. Thank you. And now all I'm going to get the rest of the goddamn day are, hey, Vin, did you hear about Chris Chan? Hey, Vin, did you hear about Chris Chan?
Well, get this episode out. Stop sitting on it for so long.
They need time to gestate.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so Vinny, what are we doing? Do we have any more announcements that we need to make?
Nah, Chris Chan bonus episode's coming, so be excited for that. And if you are a member of the Patreon, I hope you are a true believer. If you are,
Excelsior, true believers.
And if you are not, go fuck yourself.
Cuzaroo.
Not you creepomaniacs or Merry Marchers. You're all right by me.
Carl's Cuzaroo's coming through, and I do appreciate that. Also, WATPlive.com is where you can go to get tickets and more information about our live show on August 28th in Lombard, Illinois, just outside of Chicago, where you will meet both myself and Vinny will be there, I think, too.
Hey, Carl, we're like almost just about 3 weeks out from this thing.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah. So my question is this. What the fuck is this show?
I haven't decided yet. I'll get back to you.
I've been producing live shows for a while now.
You have. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. I'm just going to let you handle it all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Please do.
I'll be at the bar.
That's fine.
Good. Perfect.
All right. Let's get into the competition for this week. Creepiest Olympic whatever.
I denounce it.
All right.
I won, so I will go first. That's correct. That's how this works. My creep is a guy named John Geddert. Are you familiar with our friend John Geddert?
Yeah. First YouTube search.
Google search. Okay, all right.
First Google search.
All right. Well, this was new news. This happened just recently, and I'll give you the list of allegations against this gentleman.
It is alleged that John Geddert used force, fraud, and coercion against the young athletes that came to him for gymnastics training for financial benefit to him. The victims suffer from disordered eating, including bulimia and anorexia, suicide attempts and self-harm, excessive physical conditioning, repeatedly being forced to perform even when injured, extreme emotional abuse, and physical abuse, including sexual assault.
John Geddert was the head coach of the gold medal winning 2012 U.S. Women's Olympic team. From 1984, Geddert was the head coach at Great Lakes Gymnastics Club in Lansing, Michigan, where he first worked with Larry Nassar. You know who Larry Nassar is?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, okay.
I've heard of him.
In 1988, Geddert was named Male Coach of the Year for the United States Gymnastic Federation in Michigan. He won the Federation's Regional Coach of the Year award in 1990 and 1991. In 1996, Geddert founded the Twist Stars. That's a hard thing to say.
The Monstars.
Yeah, the Monstars. The Twist Stars USA Gymnastics Club in Diamondale. The club has a back room where Nassar regularly treated and sexually molested young female athletes. In 2018...
Well, what's he supposed to do it at the front of the building?
Right. It always put it in the back and not a lot of windows.
I mean, you learned that from Letterman. Always have the molesting room in the back.
Our boy, John Geddert.
Geddert is accused of forcing gymnasts to practice or compete with broken bones and torn muscles and tendons. Victims allege Geddert was also psychologically abusive, keeping a list of who he called a fat club, and even telling gymnasts to take their own lives.
Hey, fatty, go kill yourself. All right.
Oh, yeah. This guy is terrible. He sounds like my fucking gym coach.
I know.
I told my parents, so they were like, thank you so much for pushing him, Mr. Wheeler. You've been doing so great.
He remembers his gym coach. Of course he does.
Oh, that asshole. I'll never forget him.
Of course you do.
Dude, that guy used to have to report to jail on the weekends.
Did he really?
Yeah, man. Dude.
And then hang out with children all week? That's
Dude,
great.
I went to a private Christian school, and this dude was like the janitor and then the gym teacher. So, like, all morning, you'd see this guy pushing a dust mop.
Yep.
Sometimes you'd go take a bathroom break, and he'd be in there scrubbing the toilets, and then he'd make you run laps. But apparently, he was very much against abortion, and he would show up and picket at, like, Planned Parenthood, and he got arrested multiple times and had to report to jail on the weekends, then come and clean the toilets, and then fucking yell at us.
Well, I mean, he wanted more kids to be born so he could yell at more kids. It makes sense.
He's got to keep himself in business.
That's right. Yeah. How am I going to be yelling at fatties to run laps if you're aborting them all? That's what his sign said, actually.
Yeah.
All right. This is.
He was like, well, maybe you could have just gotten that one.
So this John Geddert.
Paulino, take that out of your mouth.
This John Geddert guy knows how to motivate. He's a coach. He knows how to motivate. I mean, he was a gold medal winning coach.
Sure.
He allegedly would yell and berate athletes on their bodies to the point where they would develop an eating disorder and in some of the most extreme cases attempt suicide. He also allegedly called coaches of athletes who went on to get a college scholarship and intervene and tried to get them taken away.
He tried to get scholarships taken away from athletes. This guy's a creep. Not only is he berating these people. By the way, these are gymnasts who are training 5 days a week. These are not fat women that we're talking about. None of these women are fat that he's calling fat. And then trying to get their scholarships taken away. But it wasn't just berating them. There was also physical abuse going on, too.
In terms of physical abuse, he's accused of stomping on the top of gymnasts' feet if he became angry. He also allegedly would shove gymnasts into or off of equipment if they made a mistake. One excerpt from that testimony stated, while spotting her, he grabbed her at the waist and threw her into the bars, striking her face and neck on the low bar. This caused her to rupture her lymph nodes in the right side of her neck, causing a black eye and tore her abdominal muscles.
Yeah, even Coach Knight is like, whoa, be easy on the athletes. What are you doing here?
He apologized after because he says, I meant to throw you into the garbage can and I missed. Fatty.
Let's get into some more physical abuse. You notice he was stomping on her feet? So gymnasts use their feet quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I would imagine this is not a good thing for them.
It's called motivation.
Yes.
This guy's
Gettert.
just a good coach.
He is a good coach, obviously.
Sure.
Gold medal winner.
Gettert allegedly followed a gymnast into the locker room, stomped on her feet, and threw her into a wall. Charges were presented to the prosecutor in that incident. They were denied, and instead, Gettert was ordered to go through counseling.
All right, this is not a convincing argument.
What's that?
Not a convincing argument. I mean, didn't Trump do that at like the Miss Universe pageant? Did he do the same thing?
He could have been charged years ago, and they're like, he'll get counseling. We'll calm him down. But you would think that when this type of thing happens, that you would be arrested.
The two sexual abuse charges were from the same alleged incident. The document states Gettert followed a 14-year-old gymnast into the locker room and assaulted her before saying, quote, "This would not be happening if you just completed my assignment at practice like you were supposed to do the day before."
He was using rape as a punishment. You didn't do
Well,
what
are
I told
you
you to do.
supposed to like it? Are you supposed to like rape? I mean, in terms of punishments,
I'll drop 2
that's up
digits
there.
this time, but there'll be 3 digits next time. Next time it's the shocker. All right? Just so you know.
These are the only parallel bars you need to worry about, Missy.
Oh, boy. All right.
All
So
right, we're a problem today.
So this guy finally, after all of his years of abuse, and we had the Larry Nassar thing come out.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
was
he
that was a problem.
That was a pretty big problem, right?
Yeah.
Well, so this guy finally, they have charges on him, and they let him turn himself in. So they said, hey, you got to report to the prison because, you have these charges going on. He never did report to the prison. 24 hours after all of this came out in the news, he decided he's had enough.
I want to let you know about a shocking new twist in a major gymnastics abuse investigation. A former U.S. Olympics coach died by suicide
Oh, no.
just hours after being charged with 24 felonies, including